It's certainly nice to be working on a different shot. I really hope I can get this one done before the end of Augmented Animator so that I can start another one and get some feedback. I took the video reference that I showed in the last video and laid a blocking pass over the top of it. Now, this is super rough, and I knew I was going to get plenty of notes on it, as so much of it is not working right now as you see it. Some of the notes that I received were, let's start here with the left hand. I intended on having it kind of rest on the pommel as he's walking forward. As it is, it doesn't feel right because the elbow comes out here. It's very uncomfortable. If I was going to do this, the elbow would need to be more inside. But instead, I think probably just best overall if I keep the left arm at the side as I have here in the reference. Next thing is, well, this walk is really super horrible. There are no straights in the leg. The legs are constantly bent. So I need to get that working. I need to really involve the body into these swings, which right now is not happening. The hips start the motion. The torso comes behind, the shoulders behind that, and then finally the arm. And what you really need to do or want to do in this case is to use that sword as an arm as kind of a whip. It comes in after everything else has started turning. And then just need kind of some super nice arcs on these sword swings. I mean, obviously right now they're all over the place. But the idea is to probably track the shape of the sword rather than tracking a point. So it's more of a 2D approach, I think, to tracking the arcs. So I want to track this shape as it moves across these frames. And I don't have that many frames that I have to worry about, but I do need that arc, well, all the arcs, to be super clean and smooth. And then let's see here, like right about here, really push the line of action on this, have him lean in. The reference is just that, it's reference. I want to push that reference. And then the same kind of note here on the settle or the return pose, really push this line of action. And here's where I am now after working on some of these notes. It's clunky, it's a little better, but still needs a lot of work. One thing that I did was applied a camera. Got some very basic camera. I wanted something basic because the action starts so quickly and I don't want to miss any of that. The walk is getting a little better. It still needs some work. And I'm starting to involve the body on these swings here. So if you take a look at this first swing, I think you can see here that the hips are kind of driving that action. That arm is still held back. I could probably twist the torso a little bit sooner, I think. And then here on the second one, really opening up, trying to get that arm could probably still be held back a little bit. And then the this thrust pose and the return settle pose, I think, has a much nicer line of action now. So what's still missing? Well, the timing on these first two swings is still not right. It needs to be tighter. I think what I need to do is kind of make it super smooth from unsheathing. Like right now, there's this pause here. I think I need to get rid of that pause. Just have the unsheath right into the first swing, right into the second swing, and call that good. And then, of course, none of these swings have any kind of arcs that are worth writing home about, which I'm kind of saving until everything else in terms of timing is settled. Also, the left hand isn't in position. I want to have that grasping the handle of the sword through here all the way up until this pose, and then dropping the hand here. So again, same reason. I don't want to put that in until I'm pretty confident that the timing isn't going to change any over that part. And then overall drag and overlap. So I still have a little time to work on this yet before I turn it in for review, and hopefully it will be looking pretty good in the next video. Thanks for watching.